Hello and welcome everyone to Less Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and I come with a quick news update for Blacklight Retribution, the short version of which is the game has changed hands. No longer under control of Zombie Studios, the game's original developers, now currently under development with Hardsuit Labs, who've announced that their current goal for the game is console parity, which is to say, updating the game such that it is equal across consoles. Which is actually to say updating the PC version of the game such that it catches up to the now much more advanced console version of the game, which includes new items, new weapons, new customization abilities, new maps, and even new mechs, I think. And so an announcement like that comes as music to my ears, as I absolutely adore this game. I know it's kind of old at this point, and I know it's a little bit grindy. I just can't bring myself to tear myself away from Blacklight, as I've enjoyed it for so very long. And so I've decided I want to record a quick episode on the game just to reinvigorate what little interest I can for the game, and hopefully allow those new updates to actually catch on, to give them a foothold, such that the game's audience doesn't die any more than it already has as the game has stagnated. I'm in a team deathmatch match, alrighty then, repetition aside, and the details of the development transfer elude me. I can't comment on them one way or another. I know there was consistent friction between Zombie and Nexon, the game's publisher, for quite a long time, and certain assertions that Nexon were kind of making updates to the PC version of the game difficult. I don't know of the veracity of any of those claims, I simply know that I've heard of them, and either way, I'm just glad that Blacklight is no longer to remain in stagnation and will in fact receive updates to keep the game alive. As even today, it is one of, in my humble opinion, the best free-to-play FPS titles on the market. I'm gonna let you go first, lady. Ow, damn. And I've covered the game at length in the past, and I encourage any of you who may be new to either my content or this game to check those out. The very short summation of the game is this. It is a free-to-play title which is, I admit, a little on the grindy side. Ow. And I think in the next round I'm going to switch to my bolt action. However, almost all of the non-promotional limited time edition items are acquirable via in-game means. It will simply take you a very long time. Again, I make no qualms about the fact that the game does require a rather significant grind in order to unlock things. However, premium content is not necessarily a thing in this game, with the sole exception of its hero characters, which one can acquire and play as, although each of the hero characters, well, though they possess unique stats, don't necessarily possess stats that one can't actually replicate by way of assembling certain armor pieces that also align one's stats such that the modifiers end up comparable or identical. I've yet to come across any significant assertions to the game's heroes actually ending up unbalanced, and the weapon customization involved in this game is absolutely exemplary. Some of the most advanced and detailed I've ever come across. Ow, damn. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my alternate loadout with a close-range bolt action, which, again, I love that I've actually got the ability to create, due to the fact that, as you can see, I've affixed a close-range hollow sight to a bolt-action rifle with a standard barrel, such that I've essentially got a battle rifle rather than an assault rifle, able to deliver incredible amounts of damage at close range with the same amount of snap readiness of an assault rifle or an SMG. And so one can create exactly the sorts of weapons one wants in this game, and I've yet to encounter any game that offers a comparably in-depth customization system. Now, if only I could actually hit anything! I'm very rusty with this game. Ow! As I have unfortunately not actually played it in quite some time. And I know a significant number of old guard players continually come back to it. Oh no! You know what? I'm coming back to my revolver! Which is not helping me. I love the fact that the revolver in this game looks like a Dan Wesson PPC. One of my absolute favorite revolvers of all time. Now then, I need to get good and not die nearly so much. Because once upon a time, I was actually rather decent at this game. And I've streamed it on a couple of occasions, although not recently. And gotten wrecked by a couple of viewers, which I'm always happy for. Ow! Come on, come on. I know you're over there. I know you're over there. Ow, 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 ow. Damn. And the sort of, like, 90s... Ooh, I actually got revived! Thank you very much. Ghost in the Shell sort of art aesthetic at work in this game. I am a tremendous sucker for it! At least I took you with me. And I'd love to see... Oh no! Oh god! Thanks! Thanks for that. Tossing me a revive injection just in time to get executed by firing squad. Anyway, I'd love to see additional updates to this game actually reinvigorate it, such that I could return to it with the sort of intensity I'd like to. Gotcha! And I hope that, considering the new studio's acknowledgement of criticism of the game's stagnation, that they may be receptive to additional criticism, which is to say, ow, constructive criticism, regarding the game's grind. Because I think a lot of potential players may find that the game's structure is a slight deterrent. It's a slight bit grindy for many players' taste, and so an adjustment to that such that it's just a little bit quicker paced in terms of progression, I think could allow the game a somewhat more receptive reputation for prospective new players, which could potentially reinvigorate its player base even greater. And we've lost. Damn. Oh god. Kind of a creepy emote at the end there. Oh god. I am down at the bottom. 610 KDR. Shameful! Shameful KDR! Okie dokie then. What are my rewards? I've got a little bit of XP and some money. And thankfully, a free hero and weapon do rotate every week, such that one can experience and try new weapon receivers, which is what really affects weapon type, which is to say bolt action, submachine gun, assault rifle, and also try out new heroes prior to actually investing the money to buy them, such that one is not just going, well, I like the way they look, I like the stats, but without actually attempting to play with it, I can't tell whether or not I like it. Wait for the rotation, I can enunciate, I swear, and then make the assertion as to whether or not you want to invest in it. And I like that about it. I'm going to leave this match, as unfortunately I've not the time to conduct another round. I'd love to. I may actually stream this in the next couple of days, simply due to the fact that I'm extremely excited. I'm very excited about the prospect of this game essentially coming back from the dead. And unfortunately, not quite so ironic considering it's no longer zombie in development, but I think a couple of you may appreciate the joke anyway. So thank you all for joining me for this episode of Blacklight Retribution. I'm going to feature another couple of episodes on the game once it updates in order to showcase any of the new features and content, and maybe try out a few new weapon builds as I used to do in some of my old videos on the game. And until then, I invite you guys to go and check this game out for yourselves. If you've never played it, I highly encourage you to do so. Again, you're going to want to take your time with it. Don't necessarily expect to unlock everything all at once. However, even the default gear is viable. It's one of those nice games that allows you to contend rather well with what you're first given, and you don't necessarily feel like you're absolutely outclassed gear-wise just because you've never unlocked any of the new pieces. New pieces are more a matter of taste and preference than necessity, and I like that about the game's design. But in any case, I encourage you guys to go and check it out in your own time. I'm Mr. Black, and can I not jack up my own outro one of these days? I'm Mr. Black here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Oh! Oh god, there's so many! Oh god! I didn't think there would be that many! Oh wow!